Once again, the Colombian scarecrow Diaz saves Liverpool's blushes. What a game! Electrifying. 1 million watts. Those who watched the game must have been electrified. Some must even be dead because of the shock. Once again, Klopp cannot win Conte's team. They drew 2-2 in the first leg of the season, and now they barely scrapped 1 point at Anfield. It's very hard to beat Liverpool at Anfield. They've got the crowd behind them, they've got the psyche, they've got the morale, the will. This time, Klopp, a lot of weaknesses from Klopp were exposed. Number one, Klopp cannot play against a low block team. He struggles. Number two, there's a lot of open spaces behind at Klopp's defense. Robertson, Kanate, Fabinho, Thiago Silva were being outrun by Kulusevski, Kane, Sassion, and Son. They were finding spaces. They were running behind and causing chaos. Up to a point that Tottenham Hotspur in the second half managed to get a goal. The problem with Liverpool, they press. They make the game so boring. Sometimes they play like Chelsea. I don't know why German Scotch have this shit of pressing. They press, make the entire game very boring. They press Spurs for the entire first half. But Spurs were getting the ball and lifting it over the Liverpool wall, and they had three runners. They had Kulusevski, they had Kane, and they had Son. Now, Kane is a number 9, but he plays as a number 10. Mix is a number 9. He's good in getting the ball, and he sprays it to these two wingers who dash forward and hit towards the goalpost. This time, Tottenham Hotspur had very good defenders. Tottenham Hotspur played the 3-4-3 formation, but in transition, in attacking, they were 4-3, and in defending, they were 4-4-2. Look at the way they were transitioning. They closed the spaces. They knew that Conte got a file of every dangerous player on Liverpool, and he assigned each and every Tottenham defender. He told Emerson, your man will be Diaz. Don't look for anybody else. Keep Diaz in the pocket. Another side, he told Session, your man is Salah, making sure he's in the pocket. And Davies had Mane. So he had a file of every dangerous player in Liverpool, and he assigned each Tottenham Hotspur player to that Liverpool player to make sure they don't get the spaces. Tottenham Hotspur defended very well. They kept the spaces closed. They kept it tight. Usually Liverpool like overloading one section, like trying to come and overload Salah's section, and then they would draw the defenders towards Salah and Trent's side, and then leave Diaz and Robertson side exposed, and they would come in from the other side. But this time things were different. They closed everywhere. Emerson made sure he closed that side, and Session made sure he closed this side. Robertson was outrun, the Scottish fullback for Liverpool. He was outrun. He had to be subbed. Henderson was outrun on the midfield. He had to be subbed. So there are a lot of pockets exposed from Liverpool's side. Diaz this season has really helped Liverpool. He was making a very crucial run from the left wing. He was running toward the center of the box, and he was trying to hit a shot that hoping he could either enter or get a deflection, which that trick worked. And he managed to score a goal, a return goal for Liverpool. They kept Liverpool in the title run right now. So currently they're sitting on top, and Tottenham Hotspur from 4th, they've gone to 5th. Unfortunately, Tottenham Hotspur could not retain the win because of Liverpool pressure. But Tottenham Hotspur is young at heart, so I'm sure they're learning the game as it goes by. But Tottenham Hotspur put a very good up. Liverpool is a very hard team to beat at Anfield. Not very many succeed because of their overcrowding in the box, because of the insistent pressing, and because of their chaos they cause in the box between Salah, Mane, and Diaz, and sometimes Trent and sometimes Thiago Silva. This time, Thiago Silva was trying to lift the ball over the wall because Tottenham Hotspur were playing low block, but most of his crosses were going in vain. Trent as well was going in vain. They tried to overload Salah's side, but there are 2-3 defenders on him. The only player, Mane, hardly got the ball. It's like he wasn't even existing. All we saw him was him falling down and crying wolf. The only player who really came up for Liverpool in this game was Diaz and Salah, because they're the ones who got most of the ball and they were trying to score the goal. Now, think about Liverpool, they don't rely on their striker to score. Most of Liverpool's goals come from the wingers. Either if Mane is playing winger or Diaz or Salah is playing winger, they hardly score from the striker. They don't use the striker much to score, or they use the wing backs. And this is what they are trying to do in this game. But Conte did his homework well. He closed the spaces, he closed the gaps, he made sure that Liverpool had no space to come in and score a sudden goal or score a volley or a header. Defended very well. I've never seen Spurs play like this. And if Spurs keep up the next game they're facing Arsenal and they play like this, they can beat Arsenal and take the number 4 position. Or might even overtake Chelsea. Who knows? Who Chelsea not right now, they're not in form. They're either losing games or they're drawing games. So Chelsea, you have a run for your money from Spurs.